Hey there, Tad from Marketing for Hippies here in my living room, and on day whatever of the self-isolation and all that, living in the same strange world that you're all living in. But in some of the videos I just made recently, one of the things I suggested for people who do a lot of work that relies on being in person, particularly body workers and this type of work, is creating something that could be done not in person. And of course, that would often rely on really honing down to a niche and a particular result that you want to help people achieve, or a particular problem that you want to help them solve. And one of the questions I got back on this was, well, what if I actually produce the result for somebody? What if they get better? This seems like a terrible business model. You get them better and then they stop coming to you. You say, I can help you with your migraines, and then their migraines go away and they never need to come back to see you about the migraines. So there are a few thoughts here. One is, of course, they can come to see you for other things. They come for the migraines, but they stay for the holistic health, and other health conditions may appear. And because they trust you so much for that, they may also be willing to work with you on other things if you seem to have something smart to say. So there's that. There's no reason that, the niche is just the front door of the house. It's the facade of the house. It's the thing that draws them to us. But there's other rooms in the house. It's just that if you stand on your porch and you scream about what a great house you have and how many rooms you have, it's confusing and terrifying to the people walking by. But if they're drawn in because of the sign, the name of the thing, and once they're in there, well, now you can tell them about the other things that you have. But it's just not the thing. You don't lead with everything. It's good to lead with a particular something, even if you have a basement and upstairs that you never mention at all in your marketing and advertising. So that's possible. So that's number one. Number two, though, is that if you really help people get a result, actually, I remember one of my, somebody came to my workshop. Her husband was in Vancouver and he worked with allergies. And his deal was, give me 3 sessions and we'll identify and eliminate your allergies, or I'll keep working with you for free. And he was just real good at it, and he could do it. People would just have the allergies removed. I don't know the exact technique, but it seemed to be very effective. So, they would talk. People would tell their friends about it, of course. If you actually help people get the result, that is the basis for word of mouth. And maybe I'll put a video I did, a 20-minute excerpt from a workshop I did around word of mouth. It's that's why people talk about stuff, is because it got them results. If you really produce results, you won't have to worry about business long term. You may have to kind of prime the pump and get it moving, but you'll be fine. So either number one, you're going to still have other things to offer them, or number two, if you don't, they're going to be referring people to you who you can help with this initial thing that you offer. So it's one of those two things fundamentally. And then of course, you can build a more robust business model. Yeah, you can have the premium, the gold, the bronze, silver and bronze version of what you're offering. And that can help make your business more sustainable. And people will sometimes start with the bronze and then go to the silver and go to the gold, or start with the bronze and jump to the gold, or start with the gold and get the result and then refer their friends to the bronze level. There's that. But let me give you number 3. You could also make money from joint venturing with other people. Let's say you say, I'm going to help you double the effectiveness of your sales letters online. We're going to track what response you're already getting from these sales letters. We're going to make some changes and we're going to track it, and we'll be able to measure it. And so I can guarantee you will get double the response by changing the sales copy. So let's say you do that. And people are thrilled. They say, oh my God, I can't believe it. It's the same sales letter. We're getting the exact same amount of traffic, but it's double the response. You say, yeah, that's all I actually do. That's my whole thing. But I think what you could actually use is some design help now with your website. I think you could use some social media marketing strategy. I think you could use some better skills in networking and public speaking, all this, and you might be able to create business relationships with all these other people. And you can make money from that. In fact, you might make more money from referring people out in a joint venture affiliate-based relationship than you make on the core business of what you do. That's very possible. Okay, so 3 things to recap. There's probably more, but hopefully this is going to get you started. Number one is you have other things to offer them. Once you help them with that initial thing, there's other issues you could help them with. And also a more robust sales model of different levels of ways you could help them with that same issue. Yeah. Number two is word of mouth. You're going to get referrals from this, which makes the marketing very easy. You don't have to spend much money on marketing eventually. And number three, you can do joint ventures in that way. So even if you really are good and you just help people, people think that's, oh my God, well then I'd help them and they'd leave. But also here's maybe number four. They'll have the problem again, possibly. It may come back, it may recur. But if you help them deal with it and it was gone for a while, they may come back for a tune-up. That's another thing you could offer them. Maybe even number five is you could be offering them, say, look, the migraines are gone, but I do recommend coming in for a tune-up every 3 to 6 months. Maybe once a quarter we just do a little tune-up, and that'll help keep us on track. And people, if the problem is bad enough, people often be very happy to do that. Come in for a tune-up. Not everybody, but a certain percentage will, and then there's some recurring income. So there you go. There's some thoughts. Even if you achieve the holy grail of business and you actually produce the result for people, you actually solve the problem. You help them make that journey. That doesn't mean less business. It probably means a lot more business if you're just really savvy about it. So if you have any questions on this, feel free to let me know. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, or share it up with some friends. Again. And then if you're watching this on Facebook, of course, you can like the page and you'll be notified when other videos come. Oh, and if you're watching this on YouTube and you click subscribe, there's a little bell icon that comes up. Click that and you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And why wouldn't you want to know? So I think that's it. I hope you're all keeping safe and sequestered and enjoying this time as much as you possibly can. I really hope you're all being kept safe, and I hope business is not taking too huge a hit. And if it is, that you have the support you need. And anything I can do to help you create a plan to come out of this in a way that is stronger and more resilient, I want to know. So please put your comments below. Feel free to email me, tad@marketingforhippies.com, with questions you have, and I may turn it into another video. But comments below are probably the easiest way for me to keep track of that, honestly. So that's it. Take care, everyone.